This podcast is sponsored by sciencebased.learning.com. Discover your passion for languages with our innovative ebook, audiobook, and video system. Maximize retention using spaced repetition. Start your journey today.
Bimodal Bilingualism Explained: Insights for Adult Language Acquisition. Discover how bimodal bilingualism influences language acquisition and what adult learners can do to enhance their language learning process. Bimodal bilingualism and language acquisition: what adult learners should know. Bilingualism has long fascinated linguists, educators, and those who love language learning. When most people think about bilingualism, they imagine someone fluent in two spoken languages like English and Spanish. But did you know there's a unique form of bilingualism called bimodal bilingualism that involves two different language modalities? Understanding this phenomenon offers exciting insights into the science of language learning and how humans acquire and manage languages. What is bimodal bilingualism? Bimodal bilingualism refers to individuals who are fluent in two languages that use different communication channels or the modes. Typically, this means a spoken language paired with a signed language. For example, a person who can speak English and also fluently use American Sign Language, ASL, is bimodally bilingual. Unlike traditional bilingualism, where both languages are spoken or both written, bimodal bilingualism involves integrating and managing languages that engage different parts of the brain and different sensory systems. This makes it a fascinating subject for anyone interested in how language acquisition works on a deeper level. The unique aspects of bimodal bilingualism. Simultaneous input and output. Because the two languages use different channels, spoken sounds versus visual gestures, bimodal bilinguals can sometimes use both languages at the same time. For example, someone might speak and sign simultaneously. Different cognitive load. Since the two languages don't compete for the exact same mental resources, one auditory vocal, the other visual manual, research suggests bimodal bilinguals may have unique advantages in multitasking and cognitive flexibility. Code blending rather than code switching. Traditional bilinguals often switch between languages in conversation, code switching. Bimodal bilinguals can blend languages at the same time, creating a combined form called code blending. How does bimodal bilingualism influence language acquisition? Adult language learning is always challenging, but studying bimodal bilinguals helps us understand the brain's language learning capabilities in exciting new ways. The science of language learning shows that the brain's ability to manage multiple languages depends on how similar or different those languages are. Bimodal bilingualism, with its cross-modal nature, offers a unique perspective on this. Less interference between languages. Bimodal bilinguals tend to experience less interference between their two languages because one is visual and the other auditory. This suggests that learning a second language vastly different in modality might reduce confusion during language acquisition. Insights into neural plasticity. Because signed and spoken languages activate distinct but overlapping regions of the brain, bimodal bilingualism is a model for studying how neural pathways develop with multimodal language processing. Implications for adult language learning. For adults who want to learn a new language, especially one with a completely different structure or modality, such as learning a sign language in addition to a spoken one, bimodal bilingualism highlights the potential for harnessing multiple sensory pathways to improve retention and fluency. What adult language learners can take away? If you're an adult exploring how to learn a language, the lessons from bimodal bilingualism can actually be quite practical. Explore multiple modes of interaction. Don't just focus on speaking or listening. Incorporate visual tools, gestures, or written forms when possible. This multisensory approach mirrors the benefits seen in bimodal bilinguals. Use simultaneous practice to try pairing speaking with watching sign language videos or using shadowing techniques that engage both listening and visual memory. Minimize language interference. Since bimodal bilinguals experience less overlap, think of ways you can separate different aspects of the languages you're learning to avoid confusion. Of course, the techniques that work for one form of bilingualism won't map exactly onto another, but understanding the variety of ways humans acquire and process languages can enrich your own language learning journey. The science behind effective language learning. For adult learners, knowing the theory is important, but applying it effectively matters most. The science behind language learning emphasizes spaced repetition, active recall, and engaging multiple senses to improve retention and fluency. And engaging. If you want tools grounded in the science of language acquisition that help with adult language learning, sciencebasedlearning.com is a resource worth checking out. They offer a simple yet powerful system combining ebooks, audiobooks, videos, and an online practice app that leverages the proven concept of spaced repetition to maximize your learning and retention. By using systems designed around research, you can be more strategic in how you study and practice a new language, and that can make all the difference on your path to fluency. Wrapping up. Bimodal bilingualism is a fascinating window into the brain's language acquisition abilities, showing how humans can master languages across different modes. For adult language learners, it provides valuable insights into using multiple sensory channels and strategies to make language learning more effective. So next time you're thinking about how to improve your language skills or considering learning a sign language alongside a spoken one, remember the unique possibilities bimodal bilingualism opens and consider integrating science-backed methods to boost your progress. Explore these ideas further and empower your language learning adventure with smart techniques at sciencebasedlearning.com.